Hi guys, this is Axon from African Drone Voice. So I'm with amazing drone technology pioneers from South Africa, Darryl Epstein and Dayle Pedro, that from Delta Stan, that's pioneering inspections for civil infrastructure in South Africa. And guys, explain more about your product and what made you start pioneering drone technology in South Africa.
Cool. Axon, thank you so much for bringing us online. It's really an honor to be here. Loving the work that you do. So just a bit of background. I come from an engineering industry. I'm a civil and structural engineer by profession. I studied at university and I moved into the contracting environment where I worked on site in civil and industrial infrastructure. I then moved into a consulting environment where I was thrown into this world of 3D design, of what they know as BIM, Building Information Modeling. Mm-hmm. In fact, one of my bosses at the time, he was one of the pioneers for Autodesk in Revit. He designed the structural suite for Revit to aid engineers in this movement away from 2D to 3D. And that's where it really all began. And I got introduced into this 3D model format and 3D designing and monitoring, and we started using drones very early on. We can look at defects and we can take the guesswork out of defect identification. We can model faster. We've got a lot of AI software engineers in the background. We've got software engineers developing the photogrammetry processes and the analytical processes that go with it.
What markets do you intend to enter?
Yeah. Okay, well, firstly, just quickly on my background. So I've been in the drone space for the past 3 years now. I've got a financial background. I first started charting accounting, but then I just found out that that wasn't really my calling. And I've been working with Darryl for the past 2 to 3 years now, doing a lot of South Africa's firsts, the first legal bridge inspection, the first high-rise inspection. I mean, we've really made good benchmarks in the market that have truly put Delta Scan on the map. So basically, how I fit in is I specialize in understanding the commercial environment in which we have to integrate this technology. As you understand, in South Africa, there's quite a stringent legal framework that we need to kind of abide by, which is known as Part 101. It's you can kind of, in a sense, say that the rest of Africa has kind of followed that type of legal framework. So that's one of the biggest variables that you need to take into account, when trying to design these type of solutions for the market. So that's more or less what I specialize in. When you want to look at specifically where we as a company want to focus on, speaking about markets, I mean, Africa really is the place that needs our technology the most. It's a developing country that's trying to get into the first world space. Therefore, a lot of infrastructural development and maintenance needs to occur. I mean, because of our technology, I mean, we can do it faster, cheaper, and a lot more accurate, ultimately saving resources, both for the client and for the system as a whole. So really, we're trying to support Africa's initiative to really push it back to a first world phase. So yeah, market-wise, at the end of the day, we really specifically focus on engineering solutions. So you'll mostly see us in that space.
We can operate anywhere in the world. All that we require is the data. We train pilots. We train them in the principles of collecting data for inspection work.
I bet now infrastructure is more safer by using your ability, for South Africa and just for the rest of the world. And I wish to see you in different countries soon. I already know you guys are already big and are growing, and proud to have interviewed you guys today.
Brilliant, Axon. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Axon. Appreciate it.